What if I were to suggest that you play a key role in the awakening world? And that you are watching this because you have heard the call. We can start right now by opening our hearts and minds. Welcome to the awakening world.
Namaste, good morning, and yes, you're all invited to come on in to the Awakening World, our Sacred Sunday edition. I'm your host, Love Coach Scott Katamas, and welcome everybody. I want to welcome all of our friends that are in the Zoom room. I see many of our friends coming in, our regulars. As always, let us know where you are geographically. And I want to welcome those of you watching on Facebook or on YouTube. You know, John and Summer Raymer, who we just honored yesterday, they were the big grand champions of peace at our final gala Peace Day event. John and Summer created the SINE Network, S-I-N-E, that gets us out to you all over to up to 100 Facebook groups and pages watching us right now. And so welcome everybody. You know, if you are watching us on Facebook or YouTube, it's easier to interact with us if you come on into our Zoom room, and it's really easy to do that. Just go to globalpeacetribe.com, and you'll see down where it says register for the upcoming fall season here. And when you register for the upcoming fall season, which begins now, you're going to get the links to all of our shows for the rest of the year. And for anyone who doesn't know, we do 3 shows every weekend, Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday. So for example, here on our main poster, and there's Tangela, she's with us today. All the wonderful co-hosts that we have, Kristen Hoffman, Tangela, Krista, Trish Wright, Larissa Stowe, and then all the amazing guests that we have. And these are all guests that are going to be with us through the fall. And then we do 3 shows every weekend. These are the shows that we did this weekend that's ending today with our Sacred Sunday show. And today we are really excited because we've got, of course, our beautiful beloved Omar Shar, who's going to play music in a moment. And we've got my co-host, Tangela. And we've got Renee and Anthony. And when you get Renee and Anthony, you also get Yeshua and Mary Magdalene, and sometimes special guest stars. You never quite know who's going to come through. Albert Einstein, Marilyn Monroe. It's remarkable who might be joining us today on the Sacred Sunday show. So really looking forward to a beautiful 90 minutes of really dropping in deep and connected. I'm kind of hyped up and excited, but we're going to kind of now slow down our energy. I'm going to turn it over to Omar Shar, who's going to play some music, and then we're going to go right to Anthony, who's going to lead us in our opening meditation. So welcome, everybody, and take it away, Omar Shar.
Spirit divine, to me. Healing love, healing me. Open my heart, allow me to see beauty and love surrounding me. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy. Spirit divine, come to me. Feeling love, healing me. Open my heart, allow me to see the beauty and love that lives in me. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy. A spirit of love, the gift of grace, an open heart, the sacred space. Open my mind, allow me to see that I am whole and you live in me. We are holy, holy, holy. Sing. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy. If you want to. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy.
Beautiful. Let's close our eyes now, all of us, and let's focus on those words. Slow down your breath. Take a nice deep inhalation through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Again, a nice inhalation through your nose. One more time out of your mouth. And this time, let's slow down our breath even more. In through your nose. And then out of your nose again. And continue with your breath in this way. Continue to breathe in this way and focus on the words holy, holy, holy. Because this is who we are. We are holy beings united as one again. As you breathe, open your hearts to love and to who you are in this lifetime. We are holy, holy, holy. Now stay here with your breaths and relax into it. Let your breath be cleansing and holy at this time. Remember who you are. We come together on this sacred Sunday to be one again as man and as woman, as humanity, as source, as God, as Christos energy. We are one with the divine, and we are holy, holy, holy. See yourselves as beautiful white light beings, because this is who we truly are together as one. Continue with your breath. Say to yourselves, I am holy, holy, holy. Again, I am holy, holy, holy. One more time, I am holy, holy, holy. Ground yourselves into Gaia. And allow yourselves to be one with Source again. Continue with your breath. Continue opening your hearts to who you are in this lifetime. Now let us all see ourselves as light beings again, and let's form a beautiful circle of light. Let us hold each other's hands now in this circle and stay with this breath. In this circle, only Source is here, only good is here, only love is here, only light is here. We are one again in this sacred circle on this sacred Sunday. We are once again holy, holy, holy. We know who we are now. We are love divine. And stay. Good. I am who I am. We are who we are. We are becoming who we are becoming again. And that is holy. Now, slowly return to your regular breath, the breath that you use on the earth plane. But remember, you can always come back to this breath as well and be one again with God, with Source, with you. Slowly begin to open your eyes and remember who you are. We are holy, holy, holy. We are who we are.
It's tempting to just kind of hang out in this energy for the next hour and a half.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Totally beautiful.
Yes, beautiful. Yes. Okay. I'm here again. I'm physically back, more or less.
Yeah, I don't know if I am yet. Oh, well, thank you, beautiful Anthony.
Well,
Thank you,
thank
Renee.
you.
And thank you, Omashar, for getting us off to that holy, holy, holy
Holy.
start.
Yeah.
I think they were using those words more so they could feel this vibration of holy, holy, holy of who we truly are. And this is the power of music and the intentions of these words to remind us who we truly are. So thank you for that introduction. That was amazing.
That was beautiful, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
And words have vibration.
Yep.
Just one of us here.
One of our viewers, Nancy, just wrote, I have tears. Thank you for reminding me that I'm holy instead of full of holes.
Oh, that was good. I'd like to meet Nancy.
Well, I am a little bit tongue-tied. I'm going to turn over to my wonderful co-host, Tangela. I'm really glad Tangela is with us today. And Tangela, tell us a little bit about who Renee and Anthony are, because I know they're very dear friends of yours.
Yes, exactly. Well, thank you, Scott. Thank you, Omashar, for that beautiful introduction, that song, and Anthony Renee for the beautiful opening meditation. It was such a Holy Spirit just connecting us all, and what a beautiful way to start off this sacred Sunday. Hello and lots of love to our beautiful global peace tribe here. I'm so excited to be here with Scott and Omashar, and of course, my nearest and dearest friends here, Renee and Anthony of Blue Soul Earth. And, they are amazing. These are modern mystics, channelers, and healers. Renee and Anthony are the founders and voices behind Blue Soul Earth, which is focused on igniting global consciousness. And they bring together the worlds of science and spirituality to educate, inspire, and liberate. And they actually ignite the human potential and help others transform from within by tapping into their own innate wisdom to answer the questions, why am I here? What is my purpose? And they channel the ascended masters, the angels, galactic beings. Their main guides are actually Yeshua and Mary Magdalene. And they bring forth all of these incredible beings in order to help support everyone's personal journey into, exploring who they are and why they're here. And they tap into the hidden and inner worlds that shamans, sages, and spiritual masters speak of, where transformational healing takes place. And they are focused on balancing the divine, feminine, and masculine energies in the world today. And I have been so blessed to really work with them. When I first moved to the Bay Area 3 years ago from New York City, they were the first people I met at an event, and I started going to their home for their Blue Soul Earth circles, which they've actually restarted recently. And it was such an incredible opening experience for me, because even though I'd been on the spiritual path for many, many years, it was really my first foray into the multidimensional realms, and really being able to connect at such a different level with different, angels, ascended masters, gods and goddesses, galactic realms. And really, I think they really opened up a whole new world for me. So thank you, Renee and Anthony, for all the incredible work that you do in bringing forth this new age of global consciousness. And I invite all of you guys to check out their work at bluesoulearth.com, studywithspirit.com, and bluesoulsummit.com. And we're so excited to have you guys here today, because you always bring forth so much incredible power and wisdom and fun.
Well, thanks for having us. We love, Scott, we love what you do with Global Peace Tribe. We love your show. And of course, Tangela has become a friend. So we are just super excited to be here, part of this community, because it's very aligned with our own community, which is focused on, oneness and love.
I mean, we're all coming together, and I'm sure we've all heard it before. I know I say it often, but it really is true. We are like the imaginal cells finding each other. And again, a reminder that when a caterpillar, it's a really fascinating analogy between caterpillars and humankind. Caterpillars eat too much. They are not sustainable. No, they do. They overconsume to such a degree that they take in all this and then they die. And as they're dying, the imaginal cells find each other. And so there's this kind of soup that the caterpillar becomes of goo, and the imaginal cells find each other, come together, and form the butterfly. And I really believe that's what's going on our planet. Obviously, humankind in its current paradigm has overconsumed, has not been sustainable, is collapsing. And within the collapse, Tangela finds Renee and Anthony, and finds Scott, and Scott finds Omashar, and we find Anasuya Hallelujah, and George Noble, and all the different people, and we're coming together, creating this incredible, you can call it the Global Peace Tribe, you can call it oneness, there's many names, but the bottom line is we all are committed to a new paradigm that's based on oneness, that's based on sustainability, where we really are taking good care of each other. So it's an incredible, it's a very challenging time to be alive, and it's a wonderful and incredible time to be alive.
Yeah.
I would
I want to mention something too, that it is it can be very challenging at this time to be alive, but I can assure you that many things that are shown to Renee and myself and what comes through us is that this is truly one of the most remarkable times for all of us to be alive, because we really are finding each other again. And we have this ability to express our spirituality in a way that we don't have to be afraid anymore. We can express this in a way that it's full abundance. We can allow these energies to take over so we can become who we truly are in this lifetime. As Omashar said, holy, holy, holy. And I believe and I see it happening, and it's very exciting. And I see more kindness in this world than ever before. And we're taking care of each other more than we ever did before. And I truly believe that. And I believe there is something going on here, this true balancing of feminine and masculine, the idea of science and spirituality coming together again. And it's just increasing and increasing and increasing. And Scott, what you're doing is opening up the world to everybody. You're opening up their souls to this true sense of love and who we are. Yeah. And it's just amazing. And
as is Tangela with
yes,
Soul Search, right, platform as well. And I think what's happening as we're seeing, it's not just seeing the words, hearing the vibrations. There's a connection that literally we find each other, and we don't know exactly how or why, but it's like a frequency match, right? You click on something and you don't know why you're here, but you know that perhaps, I mean, at least in our case, I think the Yeshua, Magdalene, Christ consciousness energy, right, is what people feel.
I believe so.
Yeah.
So a question I've been wanting, when I was tuning in this morning, what do I want to ask Renee and Anthony? I'd love for you to talk about how the masculine and feminine, those who identify themselves as male, those who identify themselves as female, come together now in the new paradigm. And I'm curious, both on the level of Renee and Anthony, the human beings that are a couple, and Yeshua and Mary Magdalene that you channel and bring in as wisdom. I'd love to hear about that part of your understanding and your life experience.
Mm-hmm. You want to start?
Well, I think it's interesting, right? Because when it's a great question, Scott, because I think when we first started channeling these energies, we really did see things in more polarity terms, right? Whether you're a man or a woman, we all carry these masculine and feminine energies within us. But still, right, even knowing that, the way that we're conditioned, one of the biggest questions we always get is, how do I bring more masculine energy into my life? How do I bring more feminine energy? And what does that dance look like? And I think as we've started channeling the energies, also the Metatron and Melchizedek energies are polar opposites in that way. the Melchizedek energy is very much about material realms, and the other way around, the Metatron energy is more about those realms, and the Melchizedek energy is very grounding, very Gaia, very feminine. And so how it's been explained to us is that there really is no masculine and feminine. There's really just one, right? And it's just this beautiful ebb and flow of a dance of energies that takes place between them. Do you want to elaborate?
I think for myself personally,
Yeah.
and for a lot of guys that growing up in New York and especially in the Bronx, and I was very male oriented, and
he was.
so yeah, what do you do as a guy, as a man, to become more? How do you allow that feminine energy to come into you? And I wasn't quite sure, and then I started doing things like meditation. Not that that's feminine, but it just slows you down. I started doing a lot of yoga. I started doing a lot of chanting. And these things were the instruments or the activities that allowed my heart to come open, to fully open. And there was a balancing. I could feel the balance of both this masculine and feminine energies that I never felt before.
But do you want to talk about how it was terrifying at first?
Of course it's terrifying. It's terrifying because you're allowing something to open in you that you haven't really felt your entire life. And it's very terrifying to allow yourself to open again to the universe. But because we are all here in community, it makes it much easier.
Yeah.
And this is how we start to balance our masculine and feminine energies. And when that really happens, we start to realize that in truth, we are, again, holy, holy, holy. We are one with Source. We are this universal consciousness of what it's been talked about for thousands of years, whether it's God, Source, universal consciousness. We are one.
Yeah.
And Yeshua and Magdalene will remind us of that every day.
Yeah, they represent that. And, that's why and how they work through us. It wasn't immediate. It's not like it happened for us and then we're like, oh, we get it. It wasn't like that at all. It was really a slow process of when the Magdalene energy came to Anthony, and really opened him up in a way that was empowering, but also it's such a big energy for a man to hold.
In truth, that energy, Magdalene, appears to be more more masculine in its energy form, and Yeshua appears to be more feminine in its form. And there's a balancing out of both of these energies.
Yeah, and you guys all felt that with the meditation, which was led by Yeshua energy, the Christ consciousness.
Yeah, it was very, very soft, very, very beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued at the amazing story that you're from the Bronx, right? Like a dude from the Bronx is now channeling Yeshua and Mary Magdalene. I mean, Anthony, what a life journey for you, huh?
Yeah. I always tell everybody that if you ever have a spiritual opening, the Bronx is a difficult place to have that. And I make a joke about that. But yes. If I have to say this honestly, I lived in the Bronx for over 20 years, but believe it or not, Renee and I are originally from upstate New York. But being in the Bronx, you have a tendency to shut yourself down to everything around you. And you build up this wall of stone or whatever it is, and you don't let anything get in because it can be very frightening at times. So many people around you, so many energies around you. But I can't say that the Bronx is, a bad place. I love the Bronx and I will always love the Bronx, but it can be a difficult place to open up. So it was a very, very long process to allow yourself to become spiritual, to allow yourself to open up. It's not an overnight type of journey. And it shouldn't be like that. This is why we're in community now.
And certainly we're not saying any place is bad, but you know,
No.
places have a density or an intensity.
Yes.
But I do want to acknowledge that there is a great temple in the Bronx. It's
Yes.
a temple that I've loved going to, and it's called Yankee Stadium. It's a temple where thousands of people gather to watch incredible things take place. So that's one of I'm a big baseball fan. So both the original Yankee Stadium and the new Yankee Stadium, I've been to both of those temples
Yes.
on multiple times. So
Right. I've been there many times as well.
You know, and Tangela, you've been all over the world. Tangela, but she was a businesswoman in New York. You've lived in places all over the world, which is so fascinating to me. So what do you see as you met Renee and Anthony? You come to San Francisco, you're starting a whole new life. You're kind of coming from New York reality into Bay Area woo-woo land. And you meet Renee and Anthony, and now you have a wonderful new relationship as well. So tell us a little bit about your journey of integrating your masculine with your feminine and coming together in partnership.
Sure. Wow. I didn't know we were going to be going so deep into all of these questions today.
Surprise, surprise, surprise.
But no, I mean, I think, I've also lived in New York for 25 years. And it's interesting because Anthony and Renee were also from New York. So both of us, all three of us came from, New York, which is much more dense. It's cosmopolitan, which is amazing. I mean, both Renee and I have had a lifetime of living around the world in many different countries and many different cultures. So Renee and I definitely share that, as well as a background and experience as very busy business women in like male dominated industries, and really having a lot of that masculine energy of like, go, go, go. Like we have to do it all. I don't want to speak for Renee, but I just know as friends, like what, we do share in common. And I know for myself, part of the reason Spirit guided me, and it was actually Amma, the hugging saint, those of you may have heard of her, she started coming to me energetically and showed me moving from New York to the Bay Area. And when I came, it really was the beginning of my journey, which is still ongoing, of really beginning to release so much of that masculine energy that I had just kind of embodied in order to start really relaxing into, my feminine self, into embracing the goddess within. And of course, we are all human and coming from one source and really beyond polarity. But I think, for me, this journey of ascension awakening now I'm seeing is to be able to get to that level of unity consciousness and of oneness is really to start balancing those polarities within. And as we balance the polarities within, we also begin balancing the polarities without. And so definitely it has been a very personal journey for me, and working with Renee and Anthony too. I took many classes with them, with Mary Magdalene, with the goddesses, and a lot of that was for me to start connecting with the divine feminine within, to start really connecting with the goddesses, which I had never actually worked with until Amma started coming to me energetically. So it was the beginning of that experience. And then I think, moving into relationship, I think, Renee and Anthony can probably attest to, it's like, that is like our biggest challenge, right? Of like letting go of all of these ways of being that we have held for not just this lifetime, for so many, many lifetimes. And, really being called to like rebalance and step into a new way of being, a new way of doing. And so a lot of times when I ask the universe, like, what is going on? What is happening? And the universe is like, you said you're here for love. And what does that mean? It means like really releasing all of those barriers within that hold us from loving ourselves and loving everyone around us. So it's been an incredible practice. And just want to thank Renee and Anthony for their friendship and their guidance and their love, like during this whole process. We're definitely soul family, just like, with you, Scott, as well. All of us soul family coming together as we've been working together across so many lifetimes and dimensions, and now coming here for this big party.
Beautiful. I want to read some comments. And also, at some point, I'll probably invite Hallelujah Anasuya to come on with us. She's with us today, and that's wonderful. And also, I noticed Christy Michaels, who's a friend of everybody here, just joined us. But Deanna writes, I'm a New Yorker, New Jersey person, and my dream is to have a spiritual retreat center here. It's going to happen. So yes, Deanna, we hold that vision with you.
Yes.
Absolutely. I know that people love hearing, it's an amazing opportunity to hear what Yeshua and or Mary Magdalene have to say. Could we move into a little bit of channeling?
Yeah, absolutely.
We certainly can.
Yeah, we can.
All right.
Yeah.
Again, let me explain to some of the people who've never seen us channel before. So many times we think that only the energy is coming through me, but in truth, the energy will have to come through Renee first, as they'll say, the divine feminine, before we can come into the divine masculine. And that's how it works for us, just for us in particular.
Which, is a little confusing, I think, for people, like if you're doing solo channeling. But how our guides speak of it is that I'm like the Gaia grounding cord. So much the grounding cord that they actually call me Gaia. So I'm
very fortunate, because when I go off into the ethers, you often see the guides. Yeshua will be looking at her. At this point in my ability to channel, I can drink, I can eat, I can do anything. They'll do it with me in conjunction with who I am as a soul.
It's a complete merging.
Yeah, it's a complete merging.
Yeah, and one of the things that I just want to add on to what Tangela said, before we dive into channeling, because I think it's an important thing. Like, as women, all the women who are listening who are in business situations and environments where, as the divine feminine, right? I know, and Tangela and I have talked about this. Up until this point, we've been much more masculine in that business environment. And now I think what's being called for during this ascension process, or whatever you want to call it, is to really surrender into that divine feminine. And that doesn't mean weakness, right? That means total oneness, trusting, knowing, going to that innate Sophia wisdom that we all have, right? The feminine face of God. Mm-hmm. So I just wanted to bring that up, because in the channeling process, what we still find fascinating is how the Magdalene energy appears to be more masculine.
And you'll see that when she comes through, this very more forceful type of strong energy. I would have to say, I don't want to call it more masculine, but it's a very direct energy. It's
about igniting the fire that we all have within us to step into our purpose and do the work.
I think of her as being a very good, when I used to play lots of sports, a football coach or a soccer coach,
or Martin Luther King, really just inspiring. Yeah. Especially women, but inspiring all of us to really step into that divine purpose. And the Yeshua energy is very healing. Okay. It brings us all into the love, heart, Christ consciousness space.
So let's all get ready. Everyone find a really beautiful, comfortable position, whatever that is for you. Slow down your breath again and open your hearts. They don't come through us, through our brains, our minds. They come through our hearts, our emotions. Everybody relax. Remember who you are. Slow down your breath. Allow your soul to open up to its true source. Mm. You are beautiful, Gaia, as always.
For being here.
I am Yeshua. I am who I am. I am becoming what I am becoming. You are becoming what you are becoming. This is who you are in this lifetime. This is who you are in all of your lifetimes. This is who you truly are. You are all becoming what you are becoming. And that is Source, God, one again. It is my honor, it is my privilege to be here with all of you again and to have you receive me, my soul, unto you once again. Very good. Miriam is here as well. One second, please. Good. Just a sense, a feeling,
Of who's in the room.
something like that.
They often do that to check and read all the frequencies who are here today.
Only giving ourselves to you again. That is all. Are there questions?
I imagine so. So Scott and Tangela, I don't know if you want to ask questions or we can take questions from people or both. And then if there's questions for Magdalene, she'll come through as well.
Okay. Well, we've just completed this big cycle that many of us were involved with called the 99 Days of Unity, leading to Peace Week. And this past week was Peace Week, the autumn equinox for those of us in the Northern Hemisphere. So just love to find out, is there any message for this new chapter? We've just started a new season. What's the message for this new season that we all are beginning together today?
The new message for the new season, for the autumn.
Yeah.
Autumnus, autumn, fall. Yes. 1 second, please. I say to you, Scott, these things, do not stop. Continue your messages, continue your programming, continue to open up the world as you have done your entire life. Do not stop. You are becoming stronger and stronger at this very moment. Your heart has opened up fully. The universe is within you at this very moment. Do not stop. No matter what one says, no matter what others say, do not stop. We are with you. I am with you. We are all with you. Continue to open. This is an ongoing, continual event. It is a non-stop journey to the unknown of who you are in this lifetime. Let it become stronger, stronger, and stronger. For all of you, I say this to all of you on this journey. Do not stop becoming who you truly are in this lifetime. Celebrate your seasons together. Celebrate who you are together. Love one another unconditionally. Do unto others. Really do unto others. For that you are Source. You truly are God incarnate at this very moment. I am only here to remind you of this. That is my message to you. Continue to love and to open your hearts to each other. You are on the precipice of something great now. Don't stop. Do not stop. Go feet first, head first, but do jump.
Well, that's amazing message for me personally, because in October, this is the launch to the new season of the Awakening World. It's the launch of my Saturday's Relationships Outside with Scott. It's the launch of the Psychic Fair that I'm doing with Tangela. It's the launch of our first Global Peace Tribe retreat in October. It's happening in Sedona. And I'm leading a men's course that starts October 20th. So I've got all these things happening. And my friends are saying, Scott, you're 66, you got to slow down. You got to take better care of yourself. And I'm like, no, this is like what's coming through me is to do all these things. So thank you for that personal message. I do appreciate it very much.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you.
Tangela, I would love to see what question you might have for our beautiful Renee and Anthony and Yeshua and Mary.
Sure. Well, thank you so much. So beautiful to be here with Yeshua and Mary Magdalene, and she'll be coming through. Love to see you guys. So I love the question. I love the question that Scott asked and your answer. So just to follow up on that, because it seems like so many of us, I know Scott, Renee and Anthony, Soul Search, we are really in this time of creation, and bringing forth, like, we have the Psychic Fair on Saturday coming up, and the Global Peace Tribe retreat, and the Ascension of the Soul Conference, so many events, so many gatherings, and we're all very committed to doing this because we really do feel this is the time to bring everyone, to bring souls together. But what is your advice to us, as we bring forth so much, to do so with calm, grace, ease, joy, so that we can do this with, the most abundance for all, and bringing forth this in a way that's powerful.
1 second. Miriam comes for you.
Not surprising.
Hey, Miriam, it's good to be here. Thank you. Tangela. Another force to be reckoned with you are. I see that. But still, remember this. Do remember this. Stay humble. Whatever you do, and no matter how big you become, and that goes for Scott as well, always stay humble. Stay humble and allow others to see this in you. 1 second, please. Okay, just making a better connection with Anthony, that's all. Tangela, it is okay what you're doing now. You are flourishing. You are becoming who you truly are in this lifetime. You will become very big, very great in what you do, because that is who you are. You are a creatrix energy. Show to others, show to women how you can be and still be beautiful, feminine, and one with all things. You are not one that backs down very easily. And that is what I love about you. Continue on this path, but be a model for women amongst all things. Be that model. Show the divinity of woman. First and foremost, you are a model for humanity, the feminine aspect of it. You are the goddess. You are the divine feminine. And I work with you and through you as well. And with Scott as well. For he too has shown his divine feminine aspect.
Yeah,
Man in this lifetime.
so true.
And this is what we are becoming. This is where humanity is going at this very moment. You are seeing that more and more. One day you will be neither masculine or feminine. You will be light beings. You are evolving to that point. This is just the beginning. Good. I am glad and I am happy to be here. You look fine, beautiful, wonderful, radiant, Renee.
Thank you.
Gaia.
Thank you for that answer. Oh, Scott, I wanted to get a question from the audience, but go ahead.
Yeah, I think we're going to do the same thing. But before I read Nancy's question, does everybody see the light on Tangela, where literally her third eye? Can you see how her third eye right now is lit up? Literally, there's a light on it. It's really quite amazing. So I think we're probably going to say the same thing. There's a question from Nancy, which is, what is the best way to prove Jesus was right when he said, quote, physician, heal thyself, unquote?
Oh, it's a great question. It's a really great question. Why don't you bring Yeshua through? I mean, I'll just start to speak to that while the energies change here. But in our work with Yeshua, he'll always say to us, and it's actually in our book that's coming. It's not published yet, but the manuscript's done. And there's a part where he talked about how he would do a frequency match to the soul. It was a soul-to-soul communication. And if the soul didn't match and say, I want to be healed, I will heal myself, that the healing wouldn't take place. So it's really a two-way symbiotic experience.
I often say, and I am Yeshua, heal thyself.
Yeah.
I cannot, and I could not, and I did not heal unless the soul was willing to be healed, or at least could believe that it could be healed. I did not heal all souls. You do not have written that which I did not heal, for there were many that I could not heal. You only have written whom I did heal. So when I say to all of you, soul, heal thyself, heal yourself, for it is the belief within who you are as energy beings, as souls, that you have the ability to heal yourselves. Might I say to all of you, you are all healers in your own right. You may heal each other through your words and through your eyes, through your touch and through your actions. It is happening right now at this very moment. I say unto all of you, heal yourselves now, for you are healed and we are one together, and it shall be.
It's that intention that is so important for us, to hold that intention for ourselves and also to heal others. And sometimes what we find miraculous in our groups, we're always just astonished when we do our, our membership monthly meeting groups or whatever, and people get together. Your Anthony has shown in his third eye how the souls of everybody in the virtual room, like we have right now, are actually working together to heal and to assist. I mean, I always find that just amazing.
It is. And your science now is showing that with your data.
Yeah.
It is proving that when your heart is in, as you call it,
Coherence,
sticking together, you're able to heal each other and yourselves.
So imagine if we're in heart coherence, but everyone else is also in heart coherence. That has that ripple effect on the collective consciousness, which I think speaks to, is it Nancy? No, Doreena's question about this collective consciousness. It just takes 1%, right, to have that ripple. And, that's really the power of the collective consciousness of our hearts being open.
That is correct, Gaia. I will continue with more questions.
So we've got two questions I'm going to read, and you can decide which one or how to respond. Tarina, who's coming to us from Ecuador, writes, Many believe that the planetary and humanity ascension to 5D is not a matter of whether, but when. How much of the timing is predetermined? And the other question is, how much does it depend on the raising of the collective consciousness? Where does the existence of parallel timelines and possibilities come in?
Great question. From Ecuador. I love Ecuador.
Una pregunta complicada. I will tell you. Now, your ideas of rising to the fifth dimension is a good idea, and I will hold on to that idea. You hold on to that idea as well. There is nothing wrong with the idea of ascending. But I say to all of you, and I will say this again, I did not ascend anywhere. I simply stepped back into this vibration that you call Earth. Now, where are we all going together? Are we truly ascending? Well, yes and no. We are becoming something different. Humanity is becoming, it is evolving into a different energy form.
Vibration, yeah.
Vibration.
So if you think of the earth as a vibration, right, that this earth that we are all playing in, working in, and then there are other vibrations that exist, including other earth planes, right? And we're simply at this point, and you've all felt it in different ways, you know, it may feel like a rising, but what's actually happening is we're oscillating back and forth, right, between all of these different vibrational experiences. So a different vibrational experience, which you could call towards 5D or beyond, is that feeling of oneness and love. So many of us are already playing in this 5D vibration already.
Let's think of this from a quantum point of view, your science now. As the hairs are on Anthony's head and on Renee's, each hair represents a different vibration of the earth realm. They are very close together. You are being and interacting with all of these different vibrations of your own earth realm now.
All at the same time, simultaneously.
Yes. So where are you going? Well, you're becoming a different vibration. That is what is happening to this earth realm. And because you are opening your hearts, you're opening your minds, you are understanding who you all are again in this lifetime, and there's no holding you back now. You will evolve into yourselves, into the true authentic selves that you are in reality. When will it occur? It will only occur when the collective consciousness of this particular vibration is ready for it to occur. It cannot be forced, but it must be a journey of opening the heart.
Right.
Again.
And our collective, not just intention, but our collective surrendering into. And, you know, to the second part of your question, Dorina, that parallel timelines and possibilities, you know, how every sage, mage, and spiritual master from the beginning of time across cultures talks about the power of being in the present moment. So that's really what it is being in that present moment and not really worrying about these parallel timelines and possibilities, because when we are of love and of oneness in this vibration, it affects all the other timelines.
That is correct, Gaia.
Yeah. So it just, you know, if we focus on the present moment, the ancient teachings of being of love and oneness here in this vibration, don't worry about the other vibrations, because they're all gonna be impacted by that oneness.
Very good question.
It's a great question.
Just to follow up on that, so that's really interesting because, you know, we talk so much about ascension and the awakening now. So reflecting on your answer, how would you rephrase, or, you know, how would you present what we're going through right now? Is there a different word you would use, different expression?
Words. That is a good idea.
Yeah.
What are some of the main ingredients, the main chemicals, the main aspects of this universe? You are created of carbon. You are created of oxygen. You are created of helium, hydrogen, nitrogen. All of these things are what make up the universe. But you as a soul, you as a human being, you are made up of the same exact aspects, the same exact chemicals, if you will. You are not only a part of the universe, you are the universe itself. And what I wish to say to all of you is this: you are the universe. The universe doesn't only work through you, it works in conjunction with you.
It is you.
You are starting to realize that you are the universe. So what is the word then? I do not have a word.
I would say it's awakening and remembering. These are two great words. It's an awakening or a reawakening and a remembering who we truly are.
You are truly having a renaissance moment in this particular time. It is an enlightenment, a reawakening, a re-energizing of humanity again. This is a very special time to be in, an exciting time. Do not doubt that at all.
Beautiful. And Christy Michaels asks, what is the best way to discover who we are?
Mm.
1 second, please.
Listening to our soul speak.
Mary of Magdala, I am here. I am with Christy as well. She is a part of my community. What is the best way that we can open up to our true authentic selves? Well, Christy, you are doing it. You are doing exactly what it is that I did thousands of years ago. I brought communities together. I brought women together. I hold and held sacred circles together. I incorporated all together, not just those that were followers of Yeshua's energy, of that message, but of all.
The pagans and the druids and
yes,
people of the earth.
Those who were willing to see the divine feminine as you do. That is how you open up. But remember, Christy, there is not one way, there is only your way. And I say that to everybody. There is not one way to open up to who you truly are. There is your way. But you may open up through me as well. And Christy, you are opening up many, many people through you, in conjunction with me, together with me. We are doing it together.
It has an amplification effect.
Yay.
And I say, don't stop.
No, I can't stop. It's
Never stop.
This the thing that gives me the greatest joy. And so true what you're saying. It's like the gathering in sacred ceremony and expressing our divine nature, however you choose, be it dance, be it song, be it heartfelt messages. I mean, I just love it. And Scott, thank you so much. You have been a big supporter and in helping uplift the Magdalene world and giving us a platform and giving us a way to connect and join with other people. It's just phenomenal. I really am very grateful to you, Scott. And
we all are playing, we're all playing our role. And thank you, Christy, for all the people you bring in. And, you know, speaking of bringing in, I'm going to bring in another new friend. I know that she's become close to you.
Oh,
hallelujah. Yeah. Anasuya is in the house.
Hallelujah.
Yes, she is.
Hello, everyone. Good morning,
Hey, right?
good afternoon, good evening.
Hi,
I'm
Shine,
so
how
happy.
are you?
Hey, I'm so happy to see Renee Anthony and Yeshua Mary Magdalene. So it's so lovely to see you. Are you still Mary Magdalene right now?
I am.
Hello, nice to meet you in this form.
Yeah. It is an honor to see you again.
Yeah.
Sister.
Yeah.
The
We love
pleasure
your
is
energy.
mine.
We love your energy, sunshine.
Oh, thank you. So I would love for whoever would like to come through, just to speak on that, the urgent need to create a tipping point, because really we only need a small percentage of human consciousness to shift to the higher realms to cause the whole shift on the planet. But it's urgent right now. And I know that I'm hearing it from Mother, that it is the reunion with her and with Yeshua to form that new Holy Trinity that's going to cause that shift, that tipping point. That's what I'm hearing. And I'd love to hear whoever would like to come through to talk about that shift in consciousness, because the tipping point is, we don't need everyone to wake up. Be great. We just need the tipping point.
Well said.
I think it's like 5 or 6% of the planet.
Even less, actually.
Even less, yeah. We just need that. And it's like, wow. That's the good news. That's the gospel right there. That's the new gospel.
Actually, Yeshua was just, I don't know if you felt the shift of energy, but Yeshua.
Yes. My son. My son.
I will try to answer your question succinctly as I can. You speak of a tipping point, tipping, falling over. I do not wish for any of you to believe that it happens like that, for it doesn't. But I will tell you, all of you, that you already have tipped over many times.
Mm.
Now you are coming back up again, as you will, if you will. You are
Reemerging.
yes.
Yeah.
You are reemerging from your fall.
Again.
If you wish to see it that way. If you speak in that way, I will speak to you as well. Remember, if there was a spark or something that is allowing you to remember who you are all a part of it. And it is happening now, at this very moment.
Mm-hmm.
What is occurring now, here, occurs throughout your entire world.
Mm. And universe.
You are understanding who you are. The heavens will not open. I will not come down into the heavens and say, I will raise the dead. Repent. Fall to your knees. That is not the message. Not now. You must understand, you are source. You are the universe. You already are divine. Holy, 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 you all are.
There's nowhere to get to.
You are already here.
Yeah.
You will create the universe, the vibration now by opening your hearts. You are doing it now at this very moment.
Yeah, it goes back to that heart coherence and back to Christy's message. And I saw several people on the thread here talk about, how do you know when you're stepping into your purpose? You know, because you feel it. When you're in heart coherence, then you can hear your soul speak to you.
Mm-hmm.
And then we know we're on the right path.
You are all on the right path now. There is no wrong path. There is only your path. But continue to help others, love one another, be there for each other, be kind and gentle with each other. That is the tipping point. You have done it, believe it or not. Humanity is much kinder and gentler with each other than ever before throughout your history. The feminine is rising now. It is becoming equal now with the masculine, and you becoming one holy, holy, holy being again. You are recognizing who you truly are in this lifetime.
As light beings.
And you are helping each other in community together. That is a beautiful tipping point.
Yes.
I say to all of you.
And as all of us do that and step into our purpose and that path, it just keeps opening up new layers and opportunities for others.
That's
Yeah.
just wonderful. And it does.
What a beautiful.
I was just going to say that it comes from that trusting that inner voice, trusting that inner guidance, because Mother is in all of us, just like Yeshua is in all of us. The divine is, she didn't go anywhere. We just were denied her access to her, but she never left us, thank goodness. So yeah, by opening our hearts and getting and staying in that frequency of love, we have access to being that at all times. And it is a constant choosing again, choosing again, choosing again, choosing again, sometimes 100 times in an hour if the right person is in front of you, pissing you off. You know, we have to keep choosing to be love and to see the divine in the person in front of us, especially when they're not behaving in any way we may deem divine. You know, we have to keep choosing it. And it's in the choosing that we're weaving that new world, that we're weaving that heaven on earth, is in each one of those choices in the moment.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And sometimes that choosing is doing nothing, right? Because sometimes we always think that's how we're programmed as human beings, that we always have to act, right? But sometimes it's doing nothing. It's just holding space and creating that container for the opening of others to take place. Yeah.
Thank you, Hallelujah, Anasuya, for your wisdom and for being with us.
Thank you, Scott.
Terry Russo is one of our regulars, and she's got a question for you. So, Terry, in her robe, we love that beautiful robe, Terry, has a question for you.
Thanks, Scott. I'm trying to think of how I could say this succinctly. I'm a nurse practitioner. I've been working for decades in many areas of healthcare. And I tend to have a more holistic approach and believe in a lot more alternative medicine practices than Western medicine. Addiction medicine is a particular area that I've worked a lot in, and I see a lot of suffering, more than most, especially since COVID. It's really gotten out of control. Myself and some colleagues, and even non-colleagues, have some ideas about how to tackle this with a approach that's from different directions, more holistically, and using some alternative botanical practices. It just would take a bit of an undertaking to find the resources and people willing to, fund research, and probably need to finish my doctorate one of these years. So I'm trying to figure out, I'm in my 60s and I think I still have a lot of energy left, some days more than others. Am I going the right direction? Is this something I should do? My husband keeps getting these downloads from ET's angelic realm, I don't know, saying I'm supposed to do this. And I'm just wondering if I am, or if it's maybe something else that'd be better serving the public with, and the planet. So I know it's kind of an odd question. Thanks.
I understand. I understand the question. I believe Christy said, do you find joy in it? Now you have your answer.
Yes.
If you find joy in what it is that you do and love for those whom you provide, then continue with it. It is only when you no longer find joy in it, you no longer find love and gratification in it, that you may go on to another path. But since you continue to find this joy and love in what it is that you do, to serve others in your unique way, continue on this path. You will eventually slow down as time goes on, but that too is okay. That is okay. Take your time. What you do not accomplish now, you will accomplish again in another incarnation, as you call it. You're all perfecting yourselves over and over again. Beautiful question, Soul.
Yeah.
I
And
do appreciate it.
the other thing I'm getting is collaboration, because to try and pull off what you want to do with the botanical alternatives and so on your own, it is this gigantic task. But, you know, there's organizations that are already doing that maybe you can plug into somehow in a collaborative way to bring it to your community. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's great to have you with us, Terry. Thank you. And Terry will be with us in Sedona. She's one of the people coming to our Global Peace Tribe retreat. Looking forward to seeing you there, Terry. We are kind of in that time where we are needing to wind down. So wondering if there's any last thoughts or questions that come to mind that you want to make sure you share with our audience today.
Are there any last thoughts or questions? There are no questions except this one. If there is one question I would ask all of you, then I ask this to all of you. Who are you
Really?
really in this lifetime? Who are you in this lifetime? Answer that question.
Mm-hmm.
Are you of love? Are you of service? Are you of grace and gratitude? Do you promote peace, togetherness, and community? If you say yes, then you realize who you are in this lifetime. I am as much a part of you as you are a part of me. I can only manifest myself through you, as I do through Renee and Anthony, if you allow me to. Invite me into your auric fields, into your biofields, into your souls, and I will work with you. Together, we will create miracles together. Let you be the Messiah this time on this earth plane. And may you create miracles among miracles that this earth has never seen before. Do it through you. You are God incarnate at this time. My message to you is to love each other fully and completely, without any limitations. You have the abilities now to do that. No more fear, only love. Was that good?
As we say over and over and over to our community all the time, right? Whether we're in a channeling state or not, it's like when something emerges in your life, is it of fear, or does it feed fear, or does it feed love? It's so simple. So simple.
There's one last question that came in from Nancy, which is, will there really be one individual second Messiah returning, or is it about all 8 billion of us feeling like the Messiah? Or the way I would put that is bringing the Christ consciousness into our being, is how I understand that. But love to hear your response to Nancy's question.
Scott, just to follow up on that same question, I had a question come in. Do each of us need to unravel all duality paradigms individually, or can those that are aware do this work for all?
Both.
A few questions.
Yeah.
Now, the duality aspect of who you are, the divine feminine and the divine masculine, can you unravel that, unwrap it? Yes, you can. You're doing it now. You're starting to realize that you are the universe itself.
And others can assist. It's not an either or, it's a both.
Yes, others can assist. Community can assist. Decide on the path that you want to do, that you want to understand, that facilitates this unraveling of who you are. It will happen. It's happening now. Now, the question of one Messiah.
I think we all know the answer to
There
that.
is not really one Messiah.
Yeah.
There are an infinite amount of Messiahs. You are all the Messiahs. And that is my message, that you are the Messiahs of this earth realm. You are who you are. You are all becoming that which you are becoming. You are the God and goddesses. You are the creators and the creatrices of your own realities. Make it a beautiful one. Be in love with each other. And I say that from my heart and my soul. Truly be in love with each other. Show kindness and care to one another.
Because when you do that, you truly embody the Christ consciousness,
That is true.
which you embodied over 2,000 years ago.
I did. And I still do. Remember, you call me Jesus, Jesu, Juz, Isa, Yeshua, but I am who I am. I am a soul that is a part of yours as well. I am love, divine.
Mhm.
Now you're starting to understand who you truly are. You have these names and faces, and they are beautiful, but that is not really who you are. This is the discussion for another time, I believe. Peace be with all of you. Grace be with you all. Be in service to each other and open your hearts together. I am Yeshua. I am Magdala. We are who we are. I will step back. We will step back a bit now. We will let Anthony shine his light a little bit further, a little bit more.
And we love Anthony.
See you later. We love Anthony too. He is a good soul. And you are all great souls as well. Always an honor.
Well, Anthony is coming back. I do want to let people know a little bit about all the wonderful ways you can get more of Renee and Anthony and Yeshua. And let's start by going to Soul Search, because Soul Search is where more and more of us are going to be going to get our answers, to find our people, to find our community, to find our tribe. And we have with us Tangela, who of course is the creator and founder of Soul Search. And this is where you can find so many amazing people, such as right here, Blue Soul Earth, kind of the moniker for Renee and Anthony's work. And while we're on this page, love to open it up to anything, Tangela, that you or Renee want to share.
Yeah, I guess, one thing that isn't here, and I suppose we need to add it to the Soul Search platform, is we do have a couple of membership programs that we used to do, as Tangela spoke about. We used to do all these really fun classes, and they just kept changing. We did 8 weeks channeling, 25 different goddesses. And, we went through this sort of chapter and period of our life where we were, the Metatron and the Melchizedek energy, and we were always channeling different things. And now we really moved more to a membership program, largely so that we can see our community regularly. And after the course, so Blue Soul Ignite is that membership program. And we meet and do guided meditations and do channeling in a sacred space of Yeshua and Magdalene twice a month. And it's just, we're seeing people unlocking. We're seeing people who, are speaking light language suddenly. So things are unlocking as we have that regular communion with each other. And then, of course, there's, so this is for everyone, really. And as part of the annual membership, people get access to all these interviews that we've been having with people across disciplines under Blue Soul Summit. So we just launched that Blue Soul Summit 4 weeks ago. Trying to remember. Scott, you were mentioning that the Blue Soul Summit link wasn't working for some reason.
Here it is.
Yeah. Is it working now? Okay.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, and it's free. It's free. So, just register for it. And it's free, and you sort of get access to all this great content. We had Neil Donald Walsh with, he's signing up. Neil Donald Walsh was in season 1, which was turning ideas upside down. There's 5 people in every season. And season 2 is rethinking science. So we have people like Helene Waba of IONS, Institute of Noetic Sciences. We have Roland McCready of HeartMath, Dr. Dawson Church, epigenetics, right? Dr. Shamini Jain, one of our favorite people. We love her. She's like pure love. And then coming up in season 3, we've got Eileen McCusick, who does stuff with forks. And Kimberly Meredith, the medical intuitive. And we've got Matt Kahn coming up, Diva Pramal, Paul Selig, Lynn Twist. Lots of really interesting, amazing people. So definitely sign up for that because that's free. And then I guess the last thing is Magdalene Sisters. That's for women only. Sorry, gentlemen, but that's for women only. And that's a sisterhood tribe. And that's also monthly membership. And this one, we meet also twice a month. It's only $22 a month, and we meet twice a month in communion channel. So part 1 of it is women sacred time together. And then, and we share, and we do group healing too. I want to mention that because it's super powerful. We have to remember we are all healers. And so we, if somebody's going through stuff, we do healings on each other. It's so powerful. And then, then Anthony joins for part 2, and we channel Magdalene and take questions. So it's super powerful. We meet once in the morning and once in the evening, and the morning time is really great for those tuning in from Europe, the Middle East, and Africa, right? And then, of course, there's recorded replays for if you miss it. So those are the things we're most excited about. And, we are doing a retreat in Marin the weekend of October 21st through the 23rd, but I know it's the same weekend as your retreat in Sedona. So we'll have to definitely do a retreat together at some point. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we're going to want to do a Bay Area retreat anyway. So let's definitely collaborate. But there is actually a little baby mini retreat in a sense where we all are going to be together, which is we're all going to be together in the Bay Area, in San Rafael. And Tangela has put together the Psychic and Healing Fair. Tangela, tell us about it.
Sure. I'm super excited about this. And for any of you who are in the Bay Area, we invite you to come to the Psychic and Healing Fair. Christy Michaels is going to be there speaking about Gospel of Mary Magdalene, Lisa Barnett on Akashic Knowing and the Akashic Records. And of course, our beloved Scott Katamas and Lori Grace will be leading a workshop on tools for transforming all of your relationships. And of course, Renee Anthony, Blue Soul Earth, also doing a channeling as well on balancing the divine feminine and masculine. And we have so many different readers and healers that we haven't even had a chance to update our whole site yet, but it's actually free to attend. So we invite all of you to join us at Embassy Suites in San Rafael. And, it's just going to be, this is the beginning of really what I want to have is as regular community gatherings for consciousness and spirituality. We call them psychic and healing fairs because, people don't really know what a spirituality and consciousness fair might be or look like. And so they see the word psychic and they're like, I'll sign up, but this is our opening, our invitation to say, come on in, come connect, come attend one of these transformational talks, come get a reading, come get a healing, come understand and begin to learn how to transform your relationships, start going within yourself. We have a seance at 10 a.m. where you can connect to your lost loved ones with Bridget Bertera, which is always amazing. She really can help you connect to those on the other side of the veil quite clearly. So we have a lot of really magical talks, events happening with our beloved Christy Michaels here, Renee and Anthony, Scott, and so many more. And, we plan to have these around the Bay Area and actually around the country in the future, because, we just, obviously Soul Search is an online platform for spirituality and consciousness, but we also really understand and value those, the times for personal in-person connection. And so these psychic and healing fairs are part of creating that for people. So we're just, thank you, Renee, Anthony, Christy, Scott, of being a part of our first one in Marin. And I really, on Saturday. This Saturday coming up, and Jasmine Bear will be there too.
She will be. Yep.
So we're really excited, and we're excited to make these an ongoing event in Marin, but also San Francisco, East Bay, South Bay, and then coming to different cities around the country. That's really our vision and our goal. So excited. So those of you in the Bay Area, please stop by. You can register on Soul Search, and it's completely free to attend. So excited to see you guys there.
Yay.
Renee and Anthony, thank you so
Yay.
much. Stick around. We're going to close out with a song from beloved Omashar. But before we leave, I've got two more announcements. This is a big announcement day because so much is going on. For those men out there, those who identify as men, don't feel too bad about not being able to be in their feminine women's only event, because what you can do is come to the course that I'm going to be leading for men. It's my Relationship Essentials course, and I'm collaborating with Steve Rowland, who's a longtime friend and colleague. You've seen Stephen on The Awakening World. He created RelationFlix. He is a self-prescribed relationship geek. He's taken my course 5 times. And then created the RelationFlix platform, and we're teaching a course specifically for men, where we're really going to work on how to be in our masculine strength and to find that balance of being fully present to the feminine while also being in our strength. It's going to be a powerful course, and that starts on October 20th. It's on Thursday nights. It's an online course. And then also just a reminder that this is the last show of the season. We're starting our new season for The Awakening World next weekend. And so everybody make sure you register. You'll get the links for all of our shows for the next 3 months. And for people that do register this week, I'm gonna give everybody one free option to my new class. I'm leading a class called Relationship Satsang. It's on Saturday mornings. And, my day job is as a coach. I've coached over 1,000 couples and several thousand individuals. And so in the Relationship Satsang course, we come together like this in a Zoom meeting, but it's more interactive. And I take specific challenges that people are going through and work with them. And it's an opportunity for us all to learn the tools of emotional intelligence, compassionate communication. And I'll always have special guests like Tangela. Next Saturday, when we kick this off, my special guest is Kristen Hoffman will be with us, and she's going to sing and share some of her wonderful Kristen Hoffman magic. And for those who register for The Awakening World, and then this weekend, if you register today or tomorrow, I'm going to provide you with the very first class free of charge, so you can kind of check it out. So there's a lot going on, Tangela. It's a special month. And I think the very last thing we want to remind everybody of is our retreat. We've got this amazing retreat that we're doing. It's built around her Super Conscious Music Festival. So there's a big all-day music festival on Sunday. There's a psychic fair on Saturday. And Daniel Brinkley is going to come and be with us to kick things off on Friday. Omashar will be there playing music. We're going to have meals together. We're going to spend time in nature together. And it's going to be, and it's in Sedona, which is like the most magical place in Northern California, probably. So definitely, if you haven't registered yet, I know a lot of the people like Terry Russo, who you saw today, are coming. So join us in Sedona. And anything you want to add about that, Tangela?
Just want to invite everyone to Magical Sedona. We're really excited about this whole retreat experience. Terry, we're excited to see you there in Sedona. And we're looking forward to have Danny and Brinkley there, as well as so many of our other incredible soul search healers and practitioners who are going to be a part of the retreat. And so we just have a fun day, fun weekend of workshops and then the psychic fair, the Sedona Psychic and Healing Fair happening on Saturday. Lots of music throughout the whole weekend, including on Sunday. We have partnered with Portal to Ascension to be producing the first Sedona Super Conscious Music Festival, where we have all of the incredible spiritual and conscious artists from Sedona, and our famous Omashar will be a part of the festival as well. And so that's going to be really fun, a whole day of really high vibe music, dance, everyone coming together in harmony just to celebrate. And we're really excited about that. Here you can see we have Rivers Run Wild, Demir, Andrew Daniel Cates, Presence Music, Omashar, Peter Sterling, Isharu, Miguel Montoya. So we have an incredible line, and Neil Gar is gonna, of course, he's co-producing and also will be doing his spoken word live. So we have a really exciting lineup of incredible artists that are going to be there as part of this festival. So we're really excited about seeing all of you there. It's going to be a lot.
Come to Sedona. It's going to be incredible. I mean, we can meet each other. We're going to hug each other if you'd like to hug. So I just saw that Hallelujah Anasuya is doing something this afternoon. So Hallelujah Anasuya, it's announcement time. What do you want to share with our group? You're muted, love.
Okay, there you go. Thank you so much, Tangela and Scott, for this beautiful program. You two are magic together. Thank you for bringing your love vibes and sharing it with all of us. I will be channeling Mother God today in a course, a really nice, brief 2.5-hour course called Take two. Let's try it again. Making Divine Mother Oracle Cards for Love. And so I will be teaching you how to make your own oracle cards, channeling her energy and her wisdom for you around preparing yourself for love, maintaining love, keeping a love high frequency so that you're not only attracting your soulmate, but you're also being that space of love that the world needs, that humanity needs, that the earth needs. So come on over. I put the link in the chat. It's from 3 to 5:30, and I would love to have you be a part of magnetizing and amplifying love, 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 and bringing in your soulmate.
Beautiful. Well, thank you. Hallelujah. I'm going to bring on Renee and Anthony one more time so we can say thanks to them. Thank you to everybody. And in the beginning, there was Omashar, and he's kind of the alpha and omega of our Sacred Sunday show.
That is correct.
So take it away, brother.
So thank you, Yeshua. Thank you, Mary, Miriam. Thank you, Anthony and Renee. Holy smoke. There are no words. I just feel my connection so much more clear. And thank you, Tangela. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, all of us who are a part of this amazing global peace tribe. And this song is called Illuminate. And hey, what a concept. Illuminate yourself with the waves of love passing through. Think not anything. You're the one you're waiting for. We have now received all the blessings of all time. Come and we've all become. Life is you, love is you, and be all that you are. Show the world you are true, and all the earth will rise and answer you. No need to hesitate. Open hearts can walk right through. There is no door or gate that could hold your love at bay. We encourage you to hold only to what is true. Your life is yours to make. All your wildest dreams come true. Life is you, love is you, so be all that you are. Show the world you are true, and all the earth will rise and answer you. Life is you, love is you, be all that you are. There I am. Show the world you are true, and all the earth will rise and answer you.
Ah, beautiful. Jasmine Bear wants to, yeah, here she comes. All right, she's getting ready. That was awesome, Omar. And look at all of our beautiful friends here.
Beautiful.
Can you hear me?
Yes, try
Did
again.
you see in the gallery view whilst I was playing, Kiki Willett had somebody on horseback, a child. It was beautiful. It was so surreal. And thank you for that, for sharing that.
Oh, there she is. There she is. Look at that.
Hey, it was beautiful. Kiki was the beloved on the horse, had her arms up and was going around. What a trip. Lovely. Anyway.
Here, I'll put the spotlight on Kiki. There she is. Beautiful. Beautiful. We appreciate all of our friends, big and small, adults and children. And Kiki's going to be in Sedona. She's one of the people coming to the Sedona retreat. So we're looking forward to meeting Kiki there. I also wanted to just let everybody know that, again, a wonderful way to support Omashar is by going to Bandcamp. If you go to omashar.bandcamp.com, that's how you can pick up his music and his albums, and it's always a wonderful thing to support him in that way. So, and again, we will be with Omashar in person in Sedona. So really hope
that'll be wonderful. I'll be able to, I need some hugs. Thank you.
It's going to be pretty amazing. So one more time, I'm going to bring on Tangela, Omashar, and our very special guests, Renee and Anthony. Thank you, everybody, for being so wonderful. Thank you, beautiful Global Peace Tribe. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. And a big thank you to all the people watching the replays. You know, about 40% of the people who end up seeing the show actually watch the recording. So if you weren't with us live, but you're watching the recording, you're still in our hearts, and we appreciate you very much as well. Take care, everybody. Have a wonderful, wonderful week.
Thank you, everyone. Lots of love.
We love you.